YouTube, it's me, Jen, your pudgy picker, here at my desk. I wanted to answer some more questions that were put under the video in the comments of when I did a Q&A like 2 weeks ago. I did make a community post, and that is on my YouTube channel, so I can put up videos, and the community posts are just, I can put up a paragraph, I can put up a survey and ask questions. So I think if you are subscribed to me but you haven't clicked the bell notification, that would probably be a good idea, because whenever I post in the community post as well as a video, it tells you that, hey, I put something up. So under that video, or during that video, I said, if there's any questions that I missed, things that you want to know, you can leave the comments down below. And that's what I'm answering. So I thought some of the ones were very good. They weren't covered in that video. So let's jump right in. So Deborah asks, does your business pay for itself? Do you make a profit? Absolutely. I always say the difference between a hobby and a job is a hobby takes money and a job makes money. So I do consider what I do reselling to be my job. I make money in a variety of ways. I have, of course, everybody knows I have an antique booth, so I sell there. I also sell on eBay. My link is always in the description box, so you can check out and see what I'm selling over there. And I also make some money here on YouTube. So, and I guess occasionally if I have something that really won't fit in my antique mall that, you know, the aesthetic I'm going for there, or if it's something that I don't want to ship, a lot of times I will sell things locally. So I do that as well. So all of these things together are my job and do make me money, which I very much appreciate. And I love what I do, and I know a lot of people cannot say that about their job. Froggy Fine says, how do you combat a slow sales month? Now she went on, she went on to ask about my antique booth. So I'm going to kind of phrase that first question in, how do I combat a slow month in my antique mall? When sales are slow, which certain times a year, reselling is slow, just as retail is slow. Summer months can be very skinny, don't really make a lot of money then, because people are out vacationing, and, well, this is when life is normal. People are vacationing, they're going to weddings, the kids are out of school, the weather's nice, people are out mowing their yard or sitting in the yard spending time. So months in the summer tend to be slow. That's true with my antique mall as well as online sales. What I try and do is just keep putting in new items and keep rearranging things in the mall to keep them, you know, keep the booth fresh and keep people interested. I would say probably 80% of my customers and customers to an antique mall in general are repeat customers. So people who are coming in will walk right past your booth if it looks the same as it did last time they were there. And that's a lot of people that come in, and if they don't see a change, or they, you know, take a look and they go, yeah, looks like it did last time, they keep walking. So to keep moving things around, I also have a 25 by 25 rack that is metal, and it has glass shelves, so it's easy to see through, and we stage that out every 4 to 6 weeks. You know, right now, this time of year, it has winter items, so fall and winter, some summer. The rest of the months, I have to kind of just look around and say, what do I have a lot of? Do I have a lot of nautical? Do I have a lot of, you know, stuff that I've made? Do I have a lot of this or that? So enough where I can kind of pull that and bring stuff I have from home and stage that out. So it tries to keep it looking fresh and different and moved around. And once you have regular customers, they will keep coming back. So I have a lot of people who buy my fabric in my booth that I sell, and a lot of people who come back just for that. So once you have a reputation, or people like your style, or they like how you set things up, or they like your prices, you will have those repeat customers. And that really does go a long way when sales are slow. When sales are slow on eBay, I just keep listing. That's all you can do, is just keep listing. Send, you know, they have ways you can send offers to customers. So there's different things that you can do. Another thing for commenting slow sales in a booth, and if you have not done this, please, please, please consider doing it. And it should be done all year round, not just when things are slow. Take a few pictures of a couple really cool, interesting, or expensive items you have at your mall and put them on Facebook Marketplace. This will draw people into the store. So not only will they come in because they want to see that item, but they will also come in, and while they're there, they'll look around. So if a lot of people in your mall are doing that, then that's awesome, because you could do that and people could come in and buy your thing and then decide to walk around and they see something in my booth. So it helps the business and it helps all of us vendors that are there. Have I ever not made booth rent? Surprisingly enough, I can say that's never happened to me. When I first started, of course, and we didn't have the booth real full, there was a few months where I basically just made rent. But honestly, I have made a profit probably the entire time I've had a booth, again, except for early on. Again, that repeat customers, that kind of thing. Keep in mind, a lot of people that are shopping there come back, and they will continue to come back. So once you kind of get that going, that really goes a long way too. Froggy Finds also says, what booth or what months tend to be the best months? This is true on eBay, of course, this time of year, fourth quarter. Surprisingly, also in my booth, January does really well. I've had a few years where I've sold more in January than I did in December. So not sure why that is. We do have gift cards at our booth or at our mall. So, maybe, giving those out, that kind of helps for people to say, well, I got this, now I got to go spend it on something. And it seems to be this year with COVID and everything going on, I think a lot of people are doing gift cards. They're easy, to mail. They're, for our booth, it's usually local people that are shopping there. But the gift cards do really well. And that gets people to come back. So best months, I would say, of course, fourth quarter and January, even like February, March, April do well. People are cold. Well, in our neck of the woods, they're cold, they're snowed in, they're looking for things to do, so they go out and they like to browse and shop in our mall. So that tends to be good. Once the weather starts warming up, it does the slump, because again, people are outside, and it's true with any retail, even regular retail, people don't seem to do very well then either. And also, even for eBay, people aren't sitting in their house. The weather's nice, they're outside. So they're not sitting there clickety-clacking on the keyboard. Let's see. Froggy Finds, last question. Would you consider doing a DIY video on your sheet music wreaths? Boy, you've been around for a while. Yes, I haven't really made or sold any of those in a while, but I do have I'm looking over there because I set them out. When I saw this, I'm like, that's a good idea. So I have some music sheets that are about this big. They're smaller. Of course, depending on the size you use. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, stay tuned, because you can take old sheet music and make a beautiful wreath. So I have the smaller book. I think it might do better. And we'll see. So I'll whip a couple of those up and see how they do. I will show you how to make those. It's once you get the hang of it, it's kind of a repetitive thing until you actually go to put it together. But yes, I do want to do that. Something else I need to order today. I'm just trying to remind myself. I want to get a like a stand for my phone or my camera, so I can have it pointing down so that I can do more DIYs that way. It's easier. Right now you are propped up on a stack of stuff at my desk. So I need to do something where I can, turn it down a little bit better, and I think that would be better for DIYs. So that being said, that's something definitely I have to order. Next question is from Drew. Are you ever going back to Price Drop? If you don't know what Price Drop is, it is a store on the west side of Cleveland that Amazon returns. People return things to Amazon. They sell it in pallets, and this company buys it, sets it all up, and then has a price for Saturday and Sunday, and then the price goes down the rest of the week to kind of clear it out. It's anything you can imagine that eBay or Amazon sells, it's returned. It can be parts, it can be home decor, it can be clothes. I mean, even some food, medicine, supplements, glassware, just tons of stuff. I have some videos, if I remember. I'll put a link down in the description box. But Drew, to let you know, there are a few more places that have opened up in our area that are doing the exact same thing. So there's one here on the east side of Cleveland. Oh, now I'm going to have to think of what the name of it is. Crazy Bins. Crazy with a K. They're on Facebook as well. I don't know. I think they're basically a local place, but they do the same thing. They opened up in an old Toys R Us store that was empty. They do the same thing. They have, you know, certain prices, certain days. I tried to go there one day, and it had only been open about 3 weeks, and the line, and with COVID and everything, I was like, nope. So there's one there. They were open maybe a month, and then on the west side in a city called Parma, they opened a second location. So this type of thing is becoming more popular as Amazon gets more returns and gets lots of things, and they just want to flush it out and get rid of it. There are a lot more of these type of places that are popping up. Keep an eye on your area. There might be some places like this that are doing that. I don't think it's just in my area. And anywhere that you're kind of around, like an Amazon center, we in our area, they have been buying up malls that are totally empty. It's a huge amount of property. It's very close to a lot of things. They raise it, and then they put up a this huge, you know, Amazon warehouse. So I know of at least 2 malls in my area that's happened. So yeah, so I am going to go back. I just am kind of waiting for a lot of this COVID stuff to blow over. I don't find a huge amount of stuff. It's kind of fun to dig, but along with that comes with a lot of people there, and everybody's digging and touching stuff and all that. So I'm kind of like, I'm not in that big of a need for inventory where I'm going to do that yet. Another thing I bought there was tons of lamps, and they work fine. So lamps, lampshades, it's crazy. So I'll try and remember to link down there. I think you can also go to my, my playlist, and see some hauls that I have on there. I try and have my playlist where I have garage sale videos and DIYs, and then thrift hauls and garage sale hauls and auction hauls. So if you have a particular type of haul or type of video you like, you can go find it. Lisa asked, are you comfortable thrifting during COVID? Good question. Yes and no. Yes, I still do it. No, I'm not super comfortable with it. I try to take all my precautions, and maybe I do only go once a week now. It is, of course, their busiest day. They do limit how many people are in the store, so that's nice. I will pop in maybe if I decide to go a different day. Then I go on a day that isn't super, super busy, crazy. But yeah, I do, and I try not to go a lot. I've been thrifting and garage sailing for so long that I kind of have a little bit of a buildup of merchandise in my basement, so I'm able to shop my own basement, so that helps. Lisa also asked, have you cut back or stopped at certain points thrifting? Yes, when we first had a lockdown early in the spring, I did. Again, I had a ton of things to list on eBay, and I had a lot of things in my basement. Our mall did close at one point early on, around that same time, for 2 months. So that was, it was difficult, but I took that as an opportunity to go through and start cleaning out and clearing out and deciding, this needs to go on eBay. I've had it a while. Let's get that. So I actually got completely caught up on listing on eBay. That was nice, and did go through and, did some projects and repainted and restaged and, put some things together so that when my mall did open, I had items that could go straight out. And it says, so if I stopped at some points, did I miss it or did I enjoy the break? I mean, it was hard to enjoy it because of the reasons that things were closed down. But I tried to, shape my mind around the fact that this was an opportunity to get caught up on eBay and to go through my inventory and to, really just try and fine tune my business and what I was doing. I enjoyed it also because I was able to get things in my house kind of organized, not only business-wise, but, you got that cabinet you need to clean out, you got these, this thing you have to do, and the cleaning, and the other things that that slide when you're working basically full-time and trying to take care of a house. So I would say right now, I am so caught up between things in the house, organizing. I just went through my medicine cabinet and purged all my... You wouldn't believe how old some of the stuff in there was. So things like that you're like, oh, I got to get to that one of these days, and then you just don't. Also this summer with, garage sales being slim and a lot of things still being closed. My yard has never looked so good. I was able to get out and mow, and my daughter and I had a garden together, and just able to keep up on things that had just been sliding and sliding and sliding. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy getting caught up on things. So that was nice, Sometimes you gotta, the whole, when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. And I know it's very difficult nowadays to do that, but I try and look at things that way. I am extremely fortunate that, we've all been healthy here. I know a lot of resellers have been getting COVID, and, a lot of different YouTubers I watch, and, it's scary to see how bad things can be. I know people who have had COVID. We have a close personal friend that lives out west who is a mortician, and 75% of the people that are coming to him for funerals and burial are COVID patients. It's been a very scary time financially for a lot of people. I know my husband took another pay cut. I'm able to stay at home and to work a lot, so that's good. He had been working from home before this, so we literally just maybe a couple weeks ago went in and cleaned out his desk because there's only 1 or 2 people out of their entire office that are actually staying. So they're actually going to downsize the actual office space that his company takes up for their branch. So I think after things get better and things get back to whatever normal is, that's going to be something he's going to continue to do. The type of work he doesn't physically need to be there, which is nice. He also does some side computer work, which is good. When this all first started happening, literally my son had moved out of the house. He was out of the house like 2 weeks before things started getting really bad. He was able to work from home, so financially he's okay. So, it's been difficult, but we are far more fortunate. We've gotten through this a lot better than a lot of other people have. So, we're trying to do what we can for, friends and neighbors. And we have a relative that's in a nursing home because of ailments. She's not particularly elderly or anything. We've been sending her some things to do, some coloring books and things. So there's a lot of things you can kind of do to help people get through it without actually physically being there. And we've really tried to do that. We were disappointed this year. I know this is turning into a whole nother thing, but the last 3 or 4 years, our city, we have made food for all of the firefighters in our city. And see, I don't talk about a lot of things because I don't want to be like, hey, look at me, we're doing wonderful things, aren't we awesome? But anybody who knows me or follows me on Facebook, we always post all those. So we literally feed 90 firefighters every year. So we do 3 total days of cooking, 3 shifts each of those days. And that's basically all we do. We've done, we did ham and macaroni and cheese and a salad. 1 year we did, 2 years we had a request to do it again. Huge pork roast, pulled pork, with us like a Spanish rice with veggies and things that we can mass do here, but we haven't been able to do it this year just because of logistics. And I don't even think we checked with them. We told them we're going to end up sending something over just to, let them know we're thinking about them. We've never had to use them since we've lived here, thankfully. But they know us, they know how we cook, and that's something that we really want to do and continue to do because they're our first responders. So there's a lot of things you can do that don't require a lot of money or a lot of time. Also, something I encourage you to do is look up little pantries, they're called. You can look them up. They are essentially like just like a little box with a little door on the side of the road. You probably have some near you and you may be seeing them or you don't know where they are. Look them up, and you can put food, non-perishable food, or self-care items, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, that kind of stuff in there as well. Feminine products, all kinds of stuff that you can put in there. Or if you know a local charity that is hands-on, goes out to the places and hands things out. We have somebody that we're affiliated with because of our antique mall, and she literally is a one-person operation, and she will literally goes out and hands things out to people who are homeless in our area. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do instead of giving to a big name charity that are hands-on. 100% of it is going to where it needs to be. And if you want to do something and you don't want to feel helpless and you want to hope, be hopeful and help people in some way, you don't have to be a millionaire and you don't have to be rich to, make an impact on somebody. So, whoo, that's over. I'm off my soapbox. I don't know why I went in that direction. I'm going to have to put this in the title now. But, when you can't, do a lot, or you're worried, or you're, upset about stuff, if you think outside of yourself, that really can help. And that's going to help all of us with our mental health this time of year and with what's going on in the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Down in the description box, I have all of my social media, and I also have my eBay stores linked if you want to go look and see what I'm offering. Just so you can see what, if you need any ideas, if you're selling on eBay as well. And I will see you guys next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.